Set the file to show you the array command. Reset this file over here. Reset. Don't save. Yes, reset. Why do we reset? So it's a fresh file. Now we're going to go and choose the tool, and we're going to get the teapot that you all love so much. Click on the teapot. Everybody added the teapot? No? Okay. And we're going to go put it. Just make a teapot like that. Does it make a difference for the radius? No. You're just going to make a teapot. Okay, the array tool is also up here. Where is it? I saw it yesterday. What should be, there's a teapot. This is the align. There should have been an array tool up here. We're going to add it on later on. So we have the object right here. This is our teapot, right? Now we're going to go and add it. So we're going to go do edit array. Click on the teapot. Where's my array tool now? I think I have to do move. And now you always have to make sure you're on the move command when you click on this, or else it won't activate the array option. So let's go click array. And now you notice that we have the pop-up. If I do preview, I have 0. If I go put the count as, actually no, correction. I have 10 automatically on top of each other. Why? Because it's telling me that I have 4 copies of it. Does anybody notice that? Look right away. As soon as I open up the array command, I had the option that right away added 1, 2, 3, plus the one I had before, 4. It includes the one you already started off with by pressing the preview box. So now let's go change some numbers. Let's go put the distance here to 60. You notice that it separates them at 1, 2, 3, 4 teapots. Is that clear? So that's giving you a distance from each one from 60 to 60. If I switch it over to this one, the total distance, see guys, is 240. If I go put 180, it's going to bring them so that the total from 1 to 1 is going to be 180. The distance from one teapot start to the end is 180. If I go back, you notice the distance between them is 45. So again, if I go back and I say, you know what, I want it to be 100. It's going to go back now. It's going to say the difference between each one is 25. Do we understand now the difference between increments and totals? Continue now. So again, you notice the count as includes the one that I started with. So if I go put 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you notice it's automatically updating it where? Over here. So if I have 20, it includes the one that I'm doing. Again, see, because I did the spacing of exactly 100, it's trying to put in all 100 in one little piece. Did we notice that? That if I go down, it's still trying to space them out, so it's always going to be the distance of 100. Any questions so far? If I would have did 400, and now I increase the numbers, right here. See, the number is changing every time over here. So 425, we have a nice little one. And we have 16 total pieces. Any questions? Yes or no? Similar to the array, you could rotate them. If I go say, okay, here, let's go rotate them 180, X. Yeah, Z actually should be. This is 0. Z 180. Hoi. Then you go here 180. Ooh, now they flipped them upside down. 180. Oh, they're not rotating the way I want it to rotate. So let's go put here at 0. Oh, there we go. 0. And now we rotated the pot 1 up, 1 down. This is the cool way of doing it. Then we go here, say 90. They go 45 like this. If I put this one 0 and this one 90, see how it's rotating? This one 0, this one 90. That's the way you want it to be. So we have one teapot going one way, and they're all rotating different directions. Is that clear? And the count changes as well. If I do the option of 2D array, 16, and I start playing with the numbers as well. If I say, for example, 4 is my count. So now I'm going to do 16 times 4, so I have a total of 64 arrays. Now look how many arrays are going to pop up if I do it this way, by typing 4. And if I put here negative 40, now I have an army of teapots that are rotating by themselves. All right, so you can see that we could play with it. If I add the 3D, and I say here now 3, let's go put this back to 5. You notice how the number is changing? If this is at 10, and this is at 5, we're at 150. So 10, and then this one here is at 10. 500, oh, it's going to crash. 500. But why are they not moving? Because they're all on top of each other. If I go put here now and I say 50, oh, I think it's going to crash. Oh no, it's still survive. We have a lot of teapots. For all you guys who like your tea, this is a lot of tea. All right? The spacing we played with the rotate, we played with the increment rows. If I'm content with what I have, I could press OK, or I could say reset it all so it goes back to 1. All right, so I have 1 teapot. Let's go use now the option to do rotate. And let's just say we go 360 along the Z. So now I have 360 view of 10 teapots. Will you see that? There's no distance right now because I just did the rotate. If I go put here 25, they're going to go start rotating in that direction there. If I change this 0, and I say the Y is 25, again, it's going in the Y direction and rotating as well. Do we see this? Any questions so far? Okay, so let's do the circular array. So let's just try this. We're going to try one out to make it go in a circular motion. We're going to put the X at 0, the Y at 0, and the Z at 0. Then we're going to go to the rotate total. We're going to leave X at 0, Y at 0, and Z at 360. Again, I'm in the perspective view for this to work. All right? Then what I'm going to ask you guys to try to do, keep it on instance, put 10. Then we're going to put the rest OK, and we're going to press preview. So what do you notice right now when I do preview? They're all on top of each other. Do we want that? No. So what we're going to do now, if I find the icon, is we're going to go use a button that's going to move the origin around. So we're able to make a circular motion, which is right over here, which is use pivot and point center. If I click on it, there's 3 different options. So what I'm going to use right now is I'm going to try to use, not this one, let's try this one over here, the third one, which moves the origin to a different location. I click, and it did it do anything? No, it still did the same thing. Let's see if I do this way now. If I click it, the box a little bit more back, and now I do preview, you see that? What I did is I moved the piece away from the center. I'll undo that again. Let's redo this again. I have the teapot, correct? If I go here, type in 360, preview, what do you notice? The teapots are the same, right? Let's undo it again. So what I can do is if I go up here and I use the third option, which shows you 2 pieces and the center away from the main guy. Do we see that? Up here. And I grab the red one and I pull it back a bit. You notice the origin still stays in the middle. And if I move the teapot over here now and I click preview, you notice I have the distance going around in a circle. Now it's a tea party. We got it? If I press OK, you see that they now have a distance among themselves. They're not on top of each other. By using the use transform coordinate center. Did we see that? I will do it one more time. Watch again, guys. I need you guys to look at the screen this time. So we have one teapot, right? We see that. Then I'm going to go do, like we did before, array. We're going to type in 360 for the rotate because we want to go in a circular motion. We'll put here more now. We'll add 20 to this account. We'll leave preview on so we can see how it looks. Right now there's 20 on top of each other. Correct? We're going to go up here to the mouse and we're going to click on this one and we're going to go underneath rendering and we're going to click the one, that's the last one, which is called Use Transform Coordinate Center. If I hover over, you see that that's what it's called. From there now, I'm going to grab the red one, which is the X, and I'm going to slide the teapot back, like so. See? And now I put back preview, and now you notice I have my teapots just chilling over here. If I move my center again, you see the center still stays where it is, and I have more space for my piece. Bless you. Is that clear? Okay, press OK, and we have our nice, beautiful teapots. So the other option we could do also is if we go use the option for the space tool, like I showed you guys before. Let's go get rid of some teapots. We're going to try this one. We're going to make a teapot like this. We're going to go to the second option where it says shapes, and we're going to make a shape. So let's go look for, sorry? A line. Let's go like this, click, click, click. So now we have our profile here. Let's try it now. Let's go click on the teapot, tools, and let's go do align spacing tool. Let's see if it works. We're going to go now pick path, the line we just built. And you notice right away our teapot started following the path. If I go do 4, see, it's following the path that I did. Do we see that? Do you want to repeat it again? Yes, Rob, please repeat it. I will for you guys. So now what you're going to do is you have your teapot or whatever shape you're using. It doesn't have to always be a teapot. All right? Take off the grid. Don't know why this thing got disabled just now. There we go. Let's go just make a new view in case it screws up. Standard view. P for perspective. Press the home button. Take off G for the grid. All right? Let's make it clay so you guys can see my teapot. So now let's go make, like I said before, a path for it. So I'm going to use a line and go like this, 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 this. There's one path. And let's make another one. Let's go use the helix from here, like this, go up a bit. Again, I'm just using a simple helix. I could have added different rotates, different turns. You can modify all these out. If I go here now and say 10 turns, it's going to make it go up like that. So again, I made it a little darker so now you guys can see. So I made one of them, which is a spline, not a spline, I use a helix. So again, like I said, the helix, while you're making the helix, you could click, your first click and hold, then you go up, and you can always go back in the properties right here, change the number of turns, your height, and so forth. Okay? So let's do it like this. I'll do 2 of them. Let's make it a little bit less. Let's do 3 turns. Okay? So now I have 3 different ways to show you. Is that clear? 1, 2, 3, and we all base it off this little tiny teapot. So let's go use this one teapot over here. Click on the teapot like we've done before. And then you go to Tools, right? And you're going to go to Align Spacing Tool or Shift-I. So again, Shift-I. Now it's asking you, I already have the teapot selected, to choose a path. I'm going to choose the first path I made, right over here. Now you notice I have a total of 10 of them, spacing equally among them. If I go here, put 100, enter. Now I have 100 teapots going on, each one at a space of 42.835 in between the centers. Did Rob know that by doing the math? No, it says right here. I could do spacing. I say, okay, each one keep a space of 10. I don't want to do that, so we're going to go along the path. Press OK. And there you go. I have it going one option. This is 100 teapots going along this path. We see it? We believe it. Let's go to this one. Let's, instead of using always a teapot now, let's go to make a sphere. Where's this? A donut. Where's the donut? The torus. Okay, it's a huge donut. I think the 100 teapots are slowing me down, so I'm going to go erase those teapots. Let's go here, and let's go erase all these teapots. Yeah, too many teapots are deleting. Let's go delete this. Delete. There goes my teapots. Why did Rob erase it? Because it's slowing down his computer. Let's go back to the donut shop. Let's go get rid of this guy. It's too big. Let's go make a smaller one. So let's go use torus again. Let's go to a small one. Oh, what's going on here? Let's make a sphere instead. Thank you. I agree with you. Let's go sphere because something's going on with my computer here. Sphere. We're going to go make a small little circle like this. All right? Now we're going to do the same object. Make sure it's selected with Shift I. Pick path. Let's pick this one over here. There, like you see here, I have 100 of them going on this path. Click. Press OK. Holy crap. I did too many. Pick path. This one over here. Why is it going so big now? What did I choose? I choose the Helix? Ah, okay, that's why. See, Rob made a mistake. You're going to go click the sphere, Shift I, pick path is this guy over here, and now we have our balls going in circles. All right? Then the little Christmas ball. Now we go to this one over here. I can use the same one, Shift I. We're going to go pick path, this one here now. Press apply, close, and there you go. Right at the top. Are we good? Now we're going to go showing you working with the clone and the align tool. So let's go get rid of some of my things over here. There's too many. I'll use a sphere one. So now we're going to, again, this tool lets you distribute the source based on the selection. So we're going to go back to Tools, Align, and then you have the Clone and Align. So now we're going to pick a point. So we picked the point over here, the ball. We're going to leave it as one object selected. Perfect. We're going to go move it along the X, Y, Z. We're going to move it along the X, Y, Z again. And we're just going to press apply, see what happens. Oh no, we need to add some people here. Let's add... I think we needed an object to place on. So maybe I did this wrong. Pick list. No, hold on. I think I did this one wrong. Let's add the sphere here, and let's just add this cone. Oh, that's a cylinder. Is that a cone? That's a cone? Am I going crazy? That did not look like a cone. Let's do a pyramid. There we go. This is what I want. I said pyramid now. Okay, I'm the boss. All right, so we have this ball that keeps disappearing from me. Look at the magic trick it does. So now let's try again. Let's go back to the, click on this guy. No, we'll click on the sphere again. Tools, Align, Clone and Align. We're going to go do Object Selected. We're going to pick this guy here. It made a sphere already, but it didn't really move it. This is not what I wanted to do. Is working with the Select and Paste tools. So if I have this circle over here, the sphere, I click on it, right click, and you have placement. Right? Now you choose Y, press Y on the keyboard. Y. And it should allow you to click. Where'd it go? It should have added it. By doing click on it, right? Right click, placement. And then you should be able to do it again. What's wrong with this one? Click, placement, press Y, and then click. Wow, it's not really doing what I want it to do. Alright, so like I was trying to show you guys before, the clone and align. We're going to redo it right now, guys, please. We're going to go hit the reset. Just watch me do it, okay? Because what you need to do is you need to open a new file like we did before. And we're going to import a CAD file. So File, Import, Link CAD. I made a CAD file. I'll show you in 2 seconds. And I called it for you, Clone and Align. I press Attach this file. And I press Close. So now I have the table. We're going to show you how I did this file right after. We're going to make a sphere, and I'm going to place the sphere right over here. We see that. Now we're going to go to Tools, Align, Clone and Align. Now we already have the point picked. Now we're going to do Pick List, which opens up a new pop-up. From here now, we're going to go open up the drawing, and we're going to click the points that we want. We're going to press Pick. Now we're going to leave it at 0, 0, accept everything. Everything looks okay. This looks good. This looks good. And there you go. And it followed exactly where I had those chairs before. Did we see that? So what I did is you had to make a CAD file. So what I did is I made a quick CAD file here. Let me just undo this. So I made this CAD file right over here, right? And then afterwards I mirrored these chairs to the other side. And I mirrored the mirror. So I have the chairs. Then what you have to do is you type in point. And then you specify where you wanted to put it. So I'll put it in the middle of this chair, middle of this chair, middle of this chair, this one, this one, this one, this one. I'm pressing the spacebar to repeat the same command as before, which gave us these points over here. Then I saved the CAD file. Then I went into here, I loaded file import, link AutoCAD, which gave us the points that you see here, these little origin points there. That's how I was able to select it, by choosing the points, and it placed it on the same location. Does everybody understand? That's how we got it to work. Good. So I go back and I do the same thing again. Make one circle. Oops. Make a circle. Apparently it's there, but I don't see it. Let's undo again. Where's all these spheres? Is this my computer messing up? Probably. There we go. Let's go make a sphere. Right here. Okay. Get rid of this one. Click on the sphere we want. Tools. Align. Clone and align. So if I go to Pick List, and I choose the points, say I choose 1, 2, all these except for, okay, let's go one at a time. All these except for 1, right? Pick. It's going to load a bit. And now you're going to notice that it's going to place them in the center of the line. Come in. Press, record this again. If I do choose the pick points, pick list, and I choose everything, I don't know why now it's not working. Oh, because I did the wrong one, that's why. Let me undo that again. So let me undo that. Oh, what happened here? I think my computer is going crazy here. You see this, right? Let's do that again. Erase all this. Let's go one more time. Select the sphere. Go Tools, Align, Clone and Align. We're going to go do Pick List. Rob went too fast before. Open this one and you pick on the points. Now it's going to pop them up in a few seconds. You're going to load them over here. Come on. Okay, now let me just go over now quickly what is this called if we lose it? The Scene Explorer Tooltips. So we have at the bottom here, these guys over here, which are somewhat hidden. is our selection toolbars. Okay, right over here, different selections. Then we have over this icon, which is a little bit small again, is our what is it, hierarchy? What is it again? Is a sort by hierarchy, like I said before. Then we have our third one right beside, which is our sort by layers. Then we have our fourth one, which is over here, which is our display toolbar. If I click here, there's different displays. Then if I go on to number 5, which is over here, is our display toolbar as well. So this is our view toolbar. This is our display toolbar, my bad. Then you have the find tool over here. If ever you have a lot of pieces, you want to find them. And then finally, you have your tools over here as well, like lock. You could have pick parent, select children only, remove the filters, and so forth. Is that good for everybody? Yes. Some of you guys want to start talking about precision. So again, like we said before, you don't really use this to make working drawings. It's more just for the look and how it's going to make to sell it. Use the software to sell it. You show the quality of it. It looks amazing, makes it look realistic. But when you're building it, they're not going to base it off that. They're going to base it off the plans, off AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Revit, Inventor, Rhino, CATIA, all those other softwares that you know and heard of. We go now to the units. We go customize, and we go to unit setup. And you notice, like I said, showed you guys last time, that there's different ones. We have the metric, we have the US standard, we have generic. Generic are used just when you just want to draw just no units. Say 1 point is equal to 1 point. We could change all those by just clicking on the metric, and then you have millimeters, centers, meters, kilometers. Then you go to feet, you have inches, decimal, fraction, decimal feet, fraction with feet. You have different changes you can do. I could go back to metric, to millimeters, and then I could go back and do setup. From here is where I can start doing my precision, how precise I want to go, and so forth. So you can do those different objects by changing in the unit setup. Is that clear for everybody? Good. Then we go on again talking about the grids. How do we set up the grid? By pressing G. G is going to show you let's do Alt W. It's going to show you the grids of where you are based off the X, Y, and Z. If I hover over any of these squares and I do G, 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 it's going to turn off the visibility of the home grid. Is that good for everyone? So in all 4 views, you will see the 4 grids showing. Nice. Any questions?